we're doing on a normal basis, yeah.
So, like me being funny and things like that.
Babe, really?
We may be an ordinary family, but we're all individuals. One home, 5 personalities, or 6. One love every time. With God in our midst, there's nothing we can't do. We hope you can relate.
I want to capture what we're doing on a normal basis, yeah.
So, like me being funny and things like that.
Babe, really? Are you not taking this serious?
I'm serious. I'm serious. Do I not joke around and make everyone laugh in the house?
Babe, but you're not funny. You're okay, but you're
okay.
not funny. Not for YouTube.
Alright, so what about kind of my intelligence, my wisdom, sharing my wisdom
That's good.
around? Okay, I've got a perfect idea. I'll be back.
Really? What's going on in this house?
Okay, so we're going to try a new feature in Surviving the Mix. Renee obviously wants all of us to be involved, so I thought I would do a very helpful section on my top tips. So yes, Dr. James's top tips, and just to say I am actually a doctor. I'm not going to say where I got my PhD from because they might disown me. But anyway, so my top tips, and I thought I'll keep it topical. So this is my top tips of how to survive the lockdown. Okay. So first thing, obviously sometimes kids can be a real help in the lockdown and keep you busy. But when you're working from home, they can be a bit of a challenge. So I guess Sapphire is trying to be a help right now, aren't you? Yeah, got strawberry over your mouth. But anyway, so top tip number 1. Okay, we're trying to deal with boredom in the lockdown. People are stuck at home a lot more. And there's been loads of fancy things around, okay? Especially around trying to keep fit and keep healthy and all of this stuff. And they take a little bit of a gradual by gradual approach. And I think some of this is really cool, okay? Like the Couch to 5K. In the UK, we've got this app, the Couch to 5K, that you do a little bit more running every day, I guess. And I think it's been really successful. So I wanted to try and find something else for people to do that is based on that. So my thing, maybe some people don't want to be doing running or anything like that. So it's the stare out the window challenge. Okay, it's a real good challenge. I think everyone should try and do it. So you try and stare out the window for 1 minute longer every day.
Dad, how long is I gonna beat my record?
Only another 2 minutes, Saf, so keep looking.
Okay. I just don't wanna keep looking.
Okay, so thank you very much. If you stare out the window for 1 minute longer every day, then you have less time for the rest of the day to occupy yourself. It's a job done. Okay, that's the first one. You start off with something quite easy, like 10 minutes. Then you go the next day, 11 minutes, 12 minutes, and so on. Sapphire, please stop. Okay. Kids, brilliant in the lockdown, especially when you're trying to do something serious like I am right now. Okay, so that's it. First thing, stare out the window challenge. You can do other ones as well. There's other variations of that. You can do like stare at the wall challenge. Okay, watch a dripping tap challenge. All of these things. It takes up your time. That's the key thing here. Take up your time. Okay. The next thing, people are getting a bit worried that the last lockdown there was lots of people active. This lockdown, less people doing exercise and things like that. So I know, having listened to certain people, I'm not going to say who. But certain people are getting a little bit worried about their figure, okay, and what they look like, and what's going to happen when they come out of lockdown. Are their clothes going to still fit? All of this stuff. Very legitimate concerns, okay, really legitimate concerns. Now, if this is you, and you're getting worried about maybe putting on a few extra pounds and everything like that, and let's face it, it's a little bit cold, it's a little bit wet. There's not a lot of things that you can do at the moment, or you don't really feel like going out and doing a lot of exercise. Here's my top tip, and this is a classic. This is a brilliant one, okay? Cover up your mirrors. You cover up your mirrors, you're going to see yourself less. Well, you might not see yourself at all. So you're going to be less self-conscious. Because, and this is a serious thing, you are more concerned about your figure than anyone else. So if you can't see it, no problems, okay? So, cover up your mirrors, people. Then you'll be all cool. You'll be happy. You feel better about yourself. No one else is really going to worry about what you look like. They're all worried about what they look like, so you're good. Okay, brilliant. That's it. Next thing, it's all about self-improvement in the lockdown. How do we improve our lifestyles? How do we make use of our time? Okay, so here's the thing. One thing in the UK, the apps that help you learn a language have been really successful and really popular during the lockdown. Okay, but we can go one better than that. Why don't, instead of learning a language, anyone can learn a language. You come out of lockdown, you go down the road, you meet some people, or you go back into your office, meet people. You know, if you learn, what have you done during the lockdown? And you say, oh, you know, you download an app and you start learning a language. They go, oh yeah, so have I. Big deal, right? Here's the thing, go better than them. Yeah? Challenge yourself. Make up a language. How about that? It's got some real benefits to this. One, you're going to be above everyone else. You're going to do something that other people haven't done. Okay, so if you're that way inclined, it ticks those boxes. But also, you're going to be better at it than anyone else. You're going to be the most fluent in this language than anyone else. Okay, and there's lots of knock-ons because it's all about occupying your time. You know, being kind of productive. So look, you've got to think about the words. You've got to think about the grammar, the syntax, all of this stuff. You've got to think about, write it down. It's got knock-on effects. Just think, okay? Klingon. Was Klingon a language until someone made it up for Star Trek? No, it wasn't. So you could sell your made-up language to a movie studio, a TV series, or anything like that. Okay, just think about that for a minute. A movie or a film, or a TV show could be using your language that you made up in the future. That's absolutely amazing. Okay, so just think. This is what I want you to do. Then, if you're not satisfied with that, you could teach other people the language. I think this would be quite amazing. Okay, so here's these are just some top tips. One of the other things I think you should try and do, okay, is recreate something that you wouldn't ordinarily do. Okay, I know there's people that are recreating going on holiday and things like that. Thanks, Sapphire. This is what happens in my usual day at work as well. But what about recreating other things as well? Be adventurous. You know, if you're not a very adventurous person, this is the chance for you to be adventurous in your own home. And one of the things that I think we should try in our house, and I'm going to try and do it, is, you know, there's a restaurant in London where it's pitch black. And you have to eat kind of in pitch black. Okay? So I'm going to challenge my wife to cook dinner in pitch black. Okay? We're going to have to recreate this, so it's going to be blindfolded. So I want her to do a video on it as well. Okay? So look out for that, people. A video of my wife cooking blindfolded. So the last one, guys, and if you're in a relationship, you might not need to pretend in this, but kind of pretend to ignore one another and pretend to have an argument. Okay? Arguments take up an awful lot of time. Me and my wife will know. We very rarely argue, to be honest, but you know, it's often over a petty thing. So make it up and see how long you can go before the other person realizes you're just trying to pass time. Okay? And then you can have all the fun with the makeup and that you're doing. It's a family show, so adults know what we're talking about, and you can do that. But on a serious note, guys, on a serious note, this is lockdown. I ended on the argument for a reason. Okay, if you are in a position where you find it is quite argumentative in your house, and you know it is becoming intolerable, you know there might be issues of kind of domestic violence, please seek help. Okay, even just because it's a lockdown doesn't mean you have to stay in the situation where you are. You are allowed to leave. You can go and get support. So please get help. Don't stay in that situation, please. Okay, So yeah, so these are my top tips. Looking forward to the blindfolded cooking. I'm sure that's going to be absolutely amazing. I might kind of shift some things around in the cupboard before she starts to add a little bit of, I was going to say add a little bit of spice, but it might be the wrong spice she puts in there. But please, 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 please stay safe during the lockdown, and let's continue to have fun along the way.
Really, babe? I thought I told you already that you're not funny. What are you over there doing? Are you being serious right now?
Trust me, you'll get loads of followers because of this, okay? You wanted this to be a family channel. I'm helping, all right? Not only am I helping you, I'm helping all of your subscribers as well. Everyone that watches this, yeah? Everyone needs top tips. And I said, I've got loads of them. Just because you don't think my tips are good, just because you don't think I'm funny, doesn't mean the rest of the world doesn't, okay? They know I'm funny. They listen to this now. They know I'm funny, right? And they know that not only is my humour funny, it is also helpful, all right? And that's the key thing. Are you jealous? I guess you are, all right? So make sure you put this on your channel, because if you don't, I'll put it on, all right? And maybe I'll do some secret filming of you, not just secret filming of me, secret filming of you, and I'll put that on, okay? So anyway, people, listen, yeah, as you can see, my wife doesn't necessarily think my tips are helpful, doesn't necessarily think my humour is funny, all right? I know you do, so thank you. But please, in the comments, just let her know that I am funny. So if you found my top tips useful or helpful, and you would like another segment in Surviving the Mix of me giving my top tips, I've got loads, by the way. Please, 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 in the comments, let us know, okay? I'm hoping this is going to be a regular feature, but my wife is not so sure about it. So last thing, please like and subscribe, and we'll speak to you soon.